Yeah, we are live now.
We in life now. Hello, dear friends. We are welcome you to our YouTube channel, Universal Life Management English. And today we will talk about very interesting topic and a little sensitive also, and some difficulty also. But we try to more deeply discuss about it. My name is Juliana Apostol. I am psychologist, translator, and volunteer of Universal Life Management. And with us, our founder, researcher, and writer Premjeet Sirohi, and philosopher also. So, and with us also Ambarish Misra. Ambarish Misra is researcher, translator, also writer, and he knows English very well. In this sense, he will very help us to communicate better in English because he has lived in USA also and worked there and reading many literature by scientific literature by English. So it will be very big help to us. So we can start. Recently, we have created few videos about main ideas of philosophy of Buddhism, and received few questions. And this question was very interesting, and we thought that need to discuss more deeply. It was question about is this possible for humanity in principle, overcome this problem of death, of aging, and what one more, and diseases. And I think we can start from problem of death, and after touch problems of diseases and aging, because death it looks like problem whatever not possible overcome. It looks like impossible because it looks like humanity minimum now not free and can't be free from death. And for example, in Buddhism, in whatever we discuss history about Kisa Gotami, disciple of Buddha Shakyamuni, whose child died, and she was greatly suffering, and the Buddha helped her. He gave her some solution by which he became free from such suffering. And after she becomes saint, like in Buddhism, it calling arhat or enlightened person. So it was such solution. He told it's not possible escape. People died, and this world is world of suffering. So, but minimum we can not suffering by this. So, what do you think? We're starting from this question. What do you think? It can be solution for like this great problem with which humanity are facing. From whom we start? Ambriji, can you little
Ambarish ji,
tell your opinion about that?
Well, the way I see it is that just like birth is a natural process, living uh, like is a natural process, dying is also a natural process. By itself, per se, death is not a problem. We have to understand it from the context of consciousness, that is, when it becomes a problem. So it's a natural phenomena. But if our aspirations in life are there, we want to enjoy things, there is some context of living still within us. And if death is happening, then it will be unwanted for us. So it will be a problem. Similarly, disease also will be a problem because it is a disruption to what we want to do. But if I have I have lived a life filled with many types of experiences, enjoyable experiences, and I am feeling full, then death is a natural stop. Like, as we are aging, we are slowing down, and naturally there is nothing more to do, so I will like to stop. So if we want to, if this idea is there that we would like to eliminate death, then that makes the whole context nonsensical. We have a context of living, we have a purpose, and that purpose is happiness. So when we are living, we would like to enjoy various kinds of, learnings we want to do, various type of experiences, enjoyable experiences which we want to have. But according to our personality, when we are feeling satiated, then naturally, the as time progresses, the our own center also feels satiated. Just like uh, when we were children, we used to play many games, and after some time we mature and we feel now it is full. So as we continue to live life according to our personality framework, there, if the system is ideal, then there will come a time where we are healthily aging, comfortably aging, and comfortably dying. According this whole process of living life and dying will all happen very comfortably. So per se, it is not a problem, but now it is a problem because we want to do so many things, and some disease is happening and it is disrupting our wish.
So
So
you think
in
means
brief,
that itself not problem. So it's not problem. Problem that we can't live
it's,
happy, fully
yeah,
life. If it
it's
will,
like,
we can. So means it's, like suffering from that. It shouldn't be problem for us. You think?
no, suffering is problem, but we want a comfortable aging, healthy aging, and comfortable dying experience. Like, for example, we are driving a car to a destination. Suppose I want to go from here to Rishikesh. So I am the driver, and let's imagine the car as the body. And when I start my journey of life, it's like birthing. And then I go through various experiences, enjoyable drive. And then I slow down and then I stop. What if you eliminate the possibility of stopping? It's a very big problem. When my destination is, I mean, there is a whole context to this. There is a destination for which I am going towards. So all the enjoyments that I want in life, all the experiences that I want in life according to my personality, there will come a time where I have lived and then I want to slow down and stop. So when it is happening according to my wish, then it is not a problem. I want to rest now.
So
But the
it means it
problem is,
should be like
Mhm.
naturally happening. If
Yes,
like a
yes,
good life, like a wish
yeah,
for dying, should be
yeah,
no problem. It's also
yeah. There
like
is
one kind of
ending
wish.
of my story. Yeah,
Mhm.
a very
So
beautifully
you
lived
already
story.
enjoyed and nothing to do more, and it's
Yeah,
naturally you like want to die.
yeah.
Should be
And
like this.
throughout this
Yeah.
process, the system should be there to support me as I am living, as I am aging. If my bodily functions are failing, then some kind of medical technology and support system
Hmm.
should be there to make it comfortable. Because as I am aging, my wishing pattern also is becoming feeble. It's not just that the body is collapsing, but the my wishes also are now reducing. And I just need
Hmm.
some safety, security, support, and uh, my chetan part, my consciousness part should be, as long as it has desires, the body should be supportive there. It should be in better control. Like the driver wants to drive, so the car should be working. The car should not break down before the driver has reached the destination. So if we are able to develop technologies and system that is keeping the car working in working condition, functional, and I am able to do according to what I am desiring. But the thing is that as time progresses, as this entropic dissolution happens, my wishing mechanism also is folding down. So accordingly, I should be able to do those functions, and I, gradually I will shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be a smooth process, not a disruptive process. She got disconnected.
Yeah, maybe some. Yes, yes. So, we wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay. So I want to ask some question. Means main problem now, people suffering because they thinking that we have to die, or when our near people dying. It's because of we not living life full of satisfaction.
That is
This
one thing.
idea,
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah.
So if we like solve this problem, so we will live a full life of satisfaction, and it's like a natural process happening in us for our dying. It means we cannot escape from dying. It's like natural process. We was born, we will die, but this is precision like natural. Our wishes
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It's like,
decreasing, like our body structure changing, and we like naturally entering into aging and happily, peacefully dying.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's just like expecting that you are eating something and you don't want anything to come out. So it's,
Mhm.
it's nonsensical. When we are living, we are taking birth. We have a start, we have a middle, and we have an end, and that is what is giving it a context. We have some purpose of living. It's not like we don't have any purpose. And when we develop as a
Mhm.
personality, we have a frame of knowledge. Accordingly, our desires come out of that basis of knowledge that we have. It's not like it's never ending, because once the personality is formed, then according to that frame, desires will be there. And when you are old age, you don't want to relearn everything. Some new, you have a
Yeah,
frame, it's
obviously.
settled, you want
Mhm.
have to have some those same experiences, and your thing is settled. And you can't do so much neural development at that age
Mm.
that you are relearning new technologies, new art. It's not like that. So for what you will live? You have experienced a lot, same, enjoyed everything lot, and you are feeling full. You have had many relationships, many traveling experiences, many subjects that you did, many projects that you undertook, and now you are feeling full. So it will be a pain if you are, somebody is forcing them to continue when they have no other zest and motivation and inclination. If that motivation is there, that means they want to live, and that body should be there to support it. And
Mhm.
we can, by medical technology and by good system, specifically by a good system, increase our lifespan so that we are able to fulfill this purpose
Mhm.
for which we were living. The uh, the, the whole context was served, and for this the system enabled them. And the
So,
whole, yeah,
mhm.
like for example, when we were infant, that time also we cannot do many things. We are like baby, somebody feeds us, but it's not tragic. That time baby doesn't understand, they're just getting fed.
Mhm.
So similarly, when old age is there, according to consciousness level, we should be able to do those functions, and then slowly, gradually pass off like a baby.
Mhm. So ultimately, right now, not possible to escape from such suffering. Whatever you're explaining, for
No,
this need very
we,
good system who support
yeah,
us all life.
system is the solution for these
Mm.
problems. Yeah.
Means whatever like Buddha explained as solutions, it can be only some
What?
kind of solution in bad situation, in bad system. Little like we can tell like psychological solution, but it's not a complete solution.
Yeah, that he just asked somebody to accept death, but the problem was not really of death. The problem was of the things that have been missed in life, the half accomplished wishes, and maybe the pain and suffering that uh, comes into while aging and diseases and death.
Mhm.
If those are addressed, then it's not a problem. And I think if in a good system a person will be living, they will actually attain what Buddha was saying, that their desires are finished. If they
Mhm.
live in a good system, they will reach this point where they are okay, now I don't want anything more, which he was trying by saying do this sadhana, do that
Mm.
sadhana. But naturally they will say, okay, now I'm full.
Mhm. Okay, but little like sharp question also. But what to do if, okay, about our death, we listen to your explanation, but what about death of our closed one, our like lovers, our children, because it can be more suffering. When
No,
we died and finish, okay. But what about how a new system
no,
can be solved such kind of problem, like when our closed one
no.
died?
One thing is that uh, number one, everything is with respect to our context. So if we are seeing some disruption in our happiness, then it is a problem. So if other person
Mm, yeah.
dies, right? So but number one, if we have possibility of many relationships where our happiness is not disrupted, we are not singularly dependent on them, and they also lived a full life, we also lived a full life, then they don't want to continue any further, so they are going, it's happy for me. I mean, they finished their journey. It's not a problem. And it's not like my world has been
Mm.
destroyed, because I have people with whom I can continue. If I am living and I want to experiences those relationship joys, then I can continue that. They are not getting disrupted.
But but in this one person asked again and again that really it's a little difficult to imagine. Okay, we can like suppose, but now if our close one died, it's very horrible. How we
Because
can't easily to shift to another like closed one person, or especially if like children maybe. How
no,
we for
in
example
that
have only
system,
one.
from the very beginning you will have many means those kind of relationship joys. It's not
But
like
okay, if you have one children, okay, like a little like make little narrow. You have only one children, and your age already not allow you create new children, and your children died. How
no, when
this kind of
see,
suffering be free?
yeah, so it will be suffering. No? That is why we are saying that if my children has died and he has not lived a full life, then naturally I will be sad. And one, that is one thing. That's why we are
Mhm.
saying that this accidental disruptions in life will not happen, which are beyond like catastrophic disruptions in life. That is one thing. Number two is that no, right now children also are looked like this is my blood and my children, and that need not be there. We like the joy of parenthood will not be singularly dependent on one child and what he does, how he lives.
Yes, yes, yes. This is like
uh,
very sensitive topic. So can you explain a little more?
Means
Or we
we,
can ask
yeah,
Premjeet ji also because it's
joy.
really some people very when listening this idea, like feeling what is it? What is shit? Like it's my children, my blood children. How I can feeling same happiness with some another children who is not, and why these children loves me, for example. Yes, like my children loves me naturally. So this is can you little touch more this, or maybe Premjit this because it's also
Yeah, Premjeet ji, can you
mhm,
talk about
mhm,
this?
Ah, yes, like if understand for this phenomena, we need to understand the way of consciousness, like how he function, how he do function,
mhm,
you know, how the consciousness start and what for this consciousness start, the base of consciousness functioning.
Mhm.
It's like a if you can imagine or if you can memorize like our memory, so it always looks a com- his or means her comfortable. Consciousness wants in basic like happiness or the comfortness. Okay, this is the base of
Yes, yes, it's okay.
this
And
is the
also, like
base
for
of
example, like
all form.
happiness of motherhood, happiness of
Yeah,
motherhood. It's one of
all type
happiness.
of
Hmm.
all type of, and basically the take care. The when
Taking
he
care
small
about someone. Hmm.
yes, yes, yeah. When consciousness is small, like a child or up to teenager, they need take care. A different age, different type of take care, and that time take care means that is the comfortness for that consciousness. When consciousness become like after teenager, like after 20 or 25 years, then he want to do something also. Like before that, more part is learning and getting take care, like all type of take care. And after when he become young, then want to do also something like this phenomena
Yeah,
more
searching
add.
in another happiness.
Yeah, yes. And doing means to producing happiness or comfortness for others. Like till
Hmm.
now, some other young people or old people were producing happiness for kids, for the teenager people. Huh? It's like this. So basically, all consciousness looks this all world by that perspective that they are getting what they wanting in their age, and if they are getting continuously and they not depending on one person, means they are getting from there are many sources by which they getting knowledge, by which they getting all products and services, by which they getting relationships, so many, and relationships also what is means from where these three things they getting knowledge, karma and bhoga, like okay. So if they feel like they are depend on one entity or two entity, then there is start a fear of like if they die, on which that consciousness depend feeling dependence, if they died or if they got accident or they become ill or anything, so his comfortness or his happiness effect get
Yeah, it
affected.
disappeared and no easy to find some, say, like similar source. Near
Yes,
about
similar
not
source.
possible. Hmm.
Yes, in today's system near about not possible. So this is the actual like a point of view for looking for the consciousness from the very deep. And because by the experience, every
Mm.
consciousness now know like their happiness are depend on some one two three like a particular person for the particular service or particular joy, like for some joy to one girlfriend or boyfriend, for some mother father, for some like a grandmother father, and for some like a friends, like this
Children.
ways. Yeah, and to the and some from children. So if these are the numbers are very less on which we feel like a so much dependent, so this fear will be there always because of less availability.
But tell
है ना?
me, just 1 minute. Your means it's not like natural process, okay? That we love like our children. Your means like naturally we can, if available, like other children for love, we can similarly love other children. Your means,
Yes,
or like
it's yes,
other
yes.
mother. It's not like natural. We are attached with, especially with our relatives, our children, our mothers. But you telling it's not like this, yes?
No, yeah, actually, human beings is not 100% natural being like animals
Mm-hmm.
and birds. Because his mind and intellectual, he's more developed than them. So human beings is
Mm.
not like 100% natural being. Okay, it's a it- we can say some part of he is natural, and like for my
Mm-hmm.
maximum part of him is
Creating
a
by
cultural.
situation, by culture in which we're
Yes, yes,
living. If we're born in such situation with like this culture, so we'll
yes, yes.
also
Yeah,
behavior
so
according to this.
yes. So the natural life is not enough for human beings. Why? Because
Mm.
he has a developed mind and intellectual. And if we say like okay, like a natural life should be enough. So if natural life should be enough,
Mm.
then no meaning of mind and intellectual, because then no use. We It
Mm-hmm.
means then we have no use of our mind. And in nature, no need any intelligence or that, then we have to live like animals and birds. Like okay, when natural urges coming, like a food, sleep, some little play, and like that, so only those things. So only for those urges, a nature up to some limit is enough. Like for us, for human being, nature cannot give enough food, a tasty food, how human beings want.
Yes, yes, like
It will,
grass. It's not enough for
yes,
like
yes,
cow.
yes. Like for animals,
Not like
we
this.
have to eat. Yeah, we have to eat some like a natural fruits,
Mm-hmm.
natural like a leaves or grass, or only these things will be natural. If we not grow them, if we not make some changes in them, like our taste or our wanting or our something, and we have the doing factor also, like karma factor. We want to do something, we want to know something. This type of happiness also we want, because
Mm.
we have such ability. So just by nature it cannot complete. For this have to be cultural, have to be like do lot of practicals, lot of experiments in the nature, and then create
Mm.
something which not not as it is in nature, like
Yes,
it.
yes, yes. It's you telling that it's like in relationship is same. Yeah, actually, even
Yeah.
now,
Mm,
for example, like my mother was very nice, so I don't think about
mm.
another mother. But I know some people with whom, like with parents, relation very good, and sometimes it's not even one. Few people telling, "Oh, I would like to have like such mother like you have." If, for example, if my mother would be ready for them, take care, maybe they would be more happy with my mother than with their mother. It means
Of course,
we
yeah.
just have not such experience like now, so we can't like feel it, and we
Yes,
not
yes.
enough intelligence for calculate or ability or like or natural ability, cultural ability. We can't like fully calculate it. So, but because
Yeah,
we have not
yeah.
so much experience, so it's difficult to imagine. But really, it should be by this way. If in different conditions we will live, so it will be like natural for us. Yes,
Yes,
your
yes.
mean.
Yeah. Like you can take your example. Like yesterday, you looked that small baby, like a chip.
Wow, Danya,
So
Danya.
you, yeah, Dania. So you were
Like
playing
2 years
with him.
old children is so
Yeah,
much
yes, yes.
wonderful.
So
Hmm.
and if you get this experience, like or if you get this chance to live with him, like okay, every day 2 hour, 4 hour, 5,
Hmm.
you will also feel some relationship.
Maybe fulfill,
It's
or some children
yes,
also like with who has no parents. It's also some people like who has no children also going and choosing someone and taking care
yeah, yes,
as about
yes,
like
yes.
blood relation.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
and we can take this example for like people keep like puppies and cats and parrots. So so they they keep them. They have no any blood relation with them. But
Snacks. So,
yeah, snacks.
so
But yeah, but
like,
yes, yes. But they
mm,
feel with them a,
mm,
a, a relationship like a. It, I know my
obviously.
example also. When I was studying in school, so I I I brought some puppy from the outside. He was very cute, and because I was also maybe I was in sixth class or like that one. So I brought him, and he were only I think 1 week or 2 week. He was with me in my home in village, and after
Mm-hmm.
that, because of something, he died. है ना?
Oh.
He got some ill and he died.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this. I cried for him 2 days. I cried. So what
Mm.
was this? It was also a relationship. I had no any blood relationship with them. Not blood relationship, not the so much lengthy relationship also. It was just 15 days relationship. But
But in
I
new
was
system,
enjoying
what
him
will
so much.
be in new system,
Huh.
for example, your puppy dying, what will some you can get
So
new partner?
Yes, yes. So there will be lot of because uh, in my village there, that was the small village and there were not like all the time puppy here and there. Sometime like in 1 year, 2 year, they
Mm.
born and some died and some alive and like uh, this way. So in the new system, availability will be like so much, because we will manage everything. We will manage uh, every type of relationships. We will have the platform for that where you can find a new mother, father, like every relationship, son, daughter, friends, every relationship you can get there, according to your choice, according to your like likings. So there will be so much, means huge variety of uh, you will be available all the time. So actually this fear will not come there. Like if such a if this person break this relationship with me, then where I will go and then what will happen, like this fear arise when less availability or not
Mm.
availability. If availability there, then person okay. If not she or
Yeah,
he,
and
then
this is
someone else.
easily, this is little more easily to imagine because, for example, through our life we had especially with like boyfriend, girlfriend, we have few, yes, or our life.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yes, yes. This,
we really loved them. That time we thought, wow. But after sometimes, like new one, we loved also so much. This is a
yes,
little more easy to, little more difficult, I think, imagining about like blood relative because some ideas that it's very like natural. So, but
yeah,
you
yes, yes,
explain that it's not only natural, and we just but okay,
yes,
I think we should answer for some question because now and after we will continue. Thank you so much
hmm
for question. How it's writing by Hindi or what? How you looking it? I looking
Shraddhanshu
by
Shekhar ji. Yeah, it's
okay,
English.
okay. Mhm.
Question is in English. His name is
Mm.
Shraddhanshu Shekhar. He's asking from a religious perspective, death is seen and understood as renewal. Along with this, the tendency to avoid death is also seen in the people. Doesn't this seem a contradiction?
Huh. So look, why this? Because everyone want to be alive up to up to
Mhm.
up to which time? Up to that he can fulfill his life like okay, what I wanted to live, I could live, and completely I live. Like in 100 year or 200 year or 300 year old, if he can live enough. But if he not lived enough, like just 20 year, 10 year, or 30 year, or
Mm.
40 year, he don't want to be or she don't want to be die because the, their wishes remain for living, for
For
uh,
living.
get, yeah, for getting enough. enough happiness. So their cells are not like a ribed. Their cells are
Mm.
urging the happiness more and more. Because every frame has every life has their frame. Like okay, if there are some type of services and products and relationships and all that, and when he lived or he enjoyed them enough, like it can be in 100 year, it can be in 200 year, little less or more. So after that, if someone die, not feel like a like okay, now I want to live more and more and more. It's not like he enjoyed when he was kid, he enjoyed when he young, he enjoyed when he like a little 30 40 year old, then he enjoyed kids like a mother father, and when he become grandfather grandchildren, then he enjoyed grandson grand, those means like all variety of relationships, all variety of food and everything and knowledge and this. So this also ripe sometime. It can be 100 year, it can be a 200 year, and like that. And by science, because now science working in this field, I think very good. And maybe in up to 2045, this is my calculation. Up to 2045, we we will have, I think, 200 or 300 year age, because of science also and because of good system also. Because in that good system, there will be no any tension of life, no any type of sufferings is there. So, like naturally, age will increase. Naturally, person will be healthy. Naturally, like food will be healthy. By many means, age will increase simply. And
Yes,
this is my
maximum
calculation.
stress
Yes.
and
Yes.
bad food, it's already
Yeah,
like
bad
cut
food,
many ages
yeah,
from us,
yes, yes, many ages.
atmosphere.
Bad, yeah, bad environment, and that like a future insecurities, the fear with every relationship, like
Mm.
if someone going out, so fear also start. Like can some accident, it will come back or not, or like a lot of tensions there, a lot of anxieties there. And I think by that the age of people decreased so much. And this
It's so
psychologist
much
also
decrease.
telling,
And
scientist
food
also like
also. And like
admitting this
simple
thing. Yeah,
treatment also not so much available, when
yeah,
you know,
treatment
like
also not
dentist.
available. Mm.
I read that
Yeah, dentist.
dentist
Yes.
when started do treatment for our teeth, it's
Uh,
immediately like life 10-15 years increasing.
yeah,
Really,
yes, yes, yeah, yeah,
only
yeah,
by
yes,
this medicine will become available for all, but many things
yes,
not
yes,
available for many
yeah,
people. If it will be
yes, yes.
available, it's naturally increasing, and especially when no stress.
Yes, so in good system, accident will be minimized or like almost will finish. Uh, People will not be ill. So they, because of for the death reason, these are the most reasons, like okay, accident or some deep illness. These are the only uh, big causes for dying before old. So this also will be minimized or like will almost finished. And every knowledge, products and services, and every facilities will be available there. So future insecurity also will finish in the new system, which we proposing Sampurn Samadhan, like the complete solution. And we giving a new philosophy also. है ना? In that we are creating a new culture also, a new culture of relationships, like the new model for family model, like new family model, in which, because this idea yet people not have, like only blood relation is not the only relationships. Relationship means where we are living and we are getting joy, something is there, that is the relationship, actual relationship is this. And
Yeah, it's all impossible
if we can
only
right, yeah,
calculate it or get experience, no other way. Yes, because like if
yeah,
by
yes, yes.
experience it's very easy, like understand, but
No,
calculate not so much
but
easy.
we but we have some experience also, no? Like with puppy,
Some.
with with cat. Yeah,
Mhm.
we have such experience also. We just not try to look this same thing among the human beings. Other places we are doing this, no? In with the other beings, like with him, with 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 animals and with birds, we are doing this, and we have many friends also. Like, friends are also not the blood relationship, but there also we feel.
Yeah, but about children, it's I think it's more sensitive topic. It's only some experience because now I have you like friends who like lost children. It's I think it's most big suffering
Yeah,
in
yes,
life.
yes. Yeah,
It's like it
actually
looks like
this
can't escape, like can't overcome because
mhm.
it's most
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
really most sensitive.
Yes, yes, because in our culture, this idea we have not. If we have this idea,
Mm.
then people think about this also, and they can fulfill their joy there, and then they can experience also. Like
Minimum
it have no
experience.
any, yes, like
Mhm.
it have no any difference. They,
Mm.
because they're not thinking about that. That's why they just calculating like, okay, our child is our child, others child,
Mhm.
we cannot consider them like our child. No, it is not like this. If you go there, if you
Mhm.
live sometime with them, you will feel same joy, same joy of relationship.
Like before in India, there was this tradition that widow remarriages were not happening, and widows were being burnt after husband would die.
Mm.
Right. So, what was the culture that time? They thought that her life is now finished, and she
Yeah.
also felt that her life is also finished because the social
Mhm.
system was such that your life is finished.
Mm.
Mm.
I think for we answered for this question. If not answered, you can ask again,
No,
and we.
from a religious perspective,
No, this
death
we
is
answered
seen and
already.
understood as religion. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. And you can share like a, the link of this. If someone want to join here and want can discuss, then it will be more good.
If someone want to entering for our discussion, we now send
Hmm.
link. You can entering
Yes.
and
Yeah, yeah,
like directly
yeah.
ask
Yes,
something
yes.
to
Yeah.
discuss.
So yeah, you
Not
shared
only this
that link.
function available also.
Yes, yes. Still, I want to explain like something by because this we have to understand only if we can understand the function of consciousness. Then we can easily calculate because this
Mm.
all happened in our unconscious, and unconscious means it's 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 happen hidely in us, in our unconscious. People generally don't know like how they feeling love with someone or love towards someone,
Mm.
how they feel
Mm-hmm.
hate someone, how these all emotions feeling or emotions appearing in us to someone.
Mm-hmm.
What is the base there, what is the cause there? So if we study that, and not just a study means like a practical also, not just theoretical, then we understand like all emotions, and relationship is what it's just emotions towards someone. So all emotions with perspective of all relationships appear in our unconscious by this way. There is this sequence like we want comfortness, we want happiness of all type, and from where we looking it, coming to us, we feeling a friendship towards that, we feeling love towards that, we feeling that kind of emotions towards that, those peoples, and we like those relationships or those products or those services or anything else. So our liking work like this, and we feel relationship with,
So,
like suppose in today's system, someone who selling the milk, if some person coming and honestly he giving a pure milk to you every day, will you not feel some emotion towards that person?
Mm, I don't like milk, but yeah, if something
Means
what I
any
like, I can
anything,
like so much this
anything.
person. Of course,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
like yeah, like if
Mm.
someone brings you like a coffee every day, like very tasty
Good
coffee every day
coffee.
for you,
Yeah, very
good
good
coffee,
coffee
yeah,
and almond milk. Yeah.
yeah, almond milk. So will you not feel towards any love, any
Some
like
some love
some
appear.
relationship?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes.
yeah.
And I will look
So
him more
like this
like
way,
handsome maybe or beautiful
handsome, yes,
than
yes,
other
beautiful,
other
handsome,
seller.
useful, yes, yes, yes.
Mhm.
So the relationship comes exist in us like this way, or build up like this way. It's not a just because of a blood relationship. So and we have this experience also in blood relationship. How many people have good relationships when they grow?
Mhm.
They fight together. They
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
to look each other.
Obviously.
So it's,
Hmm.
yeah. So blood relationship is not the formula for relationship.
Yeah, I remember our friend. His name is Keval
Hmm.
from.
Oh, some internet.
How
So
he taking care about people who coming to his shop. So and his shop
yes,
is
yes.
not cheap shop, but people
Hmm.
so much like him, and he sometimes
Yeah.
doing very little discount, like 5 rupees, 10 rupees,
Oh,
but
yes, yes,
every
yes.
time. And many people likes him so much, and again coming even for expensive product for such
Yes,
like
yes.
service.
Yeah, like a he good behave, good service with a smile, cool. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so those things keep worth. People want those things, and that's why people like him. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
they like so much him. Even they're ready for more payment, but they want to keep a relationship with him.
Yeah.
So like this way, relationship we feel in us. So emotions is like that. So it's not okay, natural relationship is the natural way of looking, but that is that is very small, and that okay for
Mm.
animals and birds, this
Yes,
exist for them.
yes.
But we are not 100%
Mhm.
natural being. We are a cultural being. We more cultural.
Yeah, I remember like yesterday that family with Danya and one more like boy elder. He eight
Yeah.
years old, Lev, his name. And
Hmm.
when we separate, he told me, "Please come again. I like you so much."
Yeah, yes, yes,
And I
yeah,
thought
yes.
maybe for some
No,
time
no,
he was ready to live with me because we
yes,
play
yes,
like we did.
yeah, yes,
Mm,
yes, yes,
mm,
yes. Hmm. So actually the things what we need, we inside we need a comfortable, where and with whom we
mm.
feel comfortable, the relationship start build up with them,
Just because not
and they can
available so
anyone.
much and
Yes.
people maximum
means
closed now, so they not open for relationship so much and we
Yeah. Yes.
hardly get
uh,
experience.
means system is
Mhm.
not showing us the possibilities. In fact, it is
Yeah.
limiting
Mm.
us because there are various legal frameworks, various cultural frameworks, so they do not allow us to see these
Mm-hmm.
possibilities. If we create other possibilities, then they will be able to see those possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Right
Yes.
now,
Yes.
because they are not able to see possibilities, they become
Mm.
dependent.
Yes. And one more thing, in bad system, what happened? We cannot engage with others' children uh, because
Easily.
the
Yeah.
yeah easily, because people feel like we can do some bad things for their children, or
Influence.
we can
Hmm.
influence, we
Mm.
can kidnap them. Because in bad system such activities also appearing all around, so people get fear, and they not allow with their children, with others also, so much. So because of this also, this limitation appears in bad system, number one.
Mm.
Number two, they have not this idea, means they not try also, they have not this idea.
Mhm.
And in good system both thing will be okay, like there no any uh, there no any such activity will happen by which people have any fear with others. Number two, this idea will be there also, because we educate this idea for everyone, and it's like this.
and and this financial insecurity is a very big thing, because when you are in relationship you invest money. Some parent is there if something happens to child, but now if it is
Mm.
of someone else's, then they are worrying whether if we invest later on whether he will take care of me or not. I'll put all this money and all this money
Yeah,
will go in vain. Like this fear stops them from making that relationship. Like
Yeah.
Shraddhanshu Sekharji, if you want to like join us, can join us.
Means we don't know all. We don't know all our like possibility or of our consciousness, whatever really how it can be. What in different situation how we will behave. It looks like this because we have no even some options for do this. Yes. So we don't know ourselves or abilities of our consciousness. In which situation, how we will behave like this? Yes.
या
Yeah,
दैट पार्ट
Shra-
इज जी जी सर कुछ बोल रहे थे.
हाँ, श्रद्धांशु जी शेखर ज्वाइन जी.
या
Yes, sir.
Shadhanshu ji, welcome. He got
Oh,
disconnected.
there. Okay.
One
Ah,
more I
there.
will.
Sometime their internet problem. Okay.
Shadhanshu ji, can you hear? Can you hear?
Yeah, yes. Uh, okay. Namaste. I actually got
Namaste.
Namaste.
two questions. Uh, yeah, I can hear. I put my question here. Yes, yes, I can hear. Can you? Uh, am I audible?
Yes. Yes.
I'm listening my voice only. Is it?
Yes, we
So
can
No,
hear
no.
you.
Yes, yes, we can hear you. You are audible.
uh, okay. I actually got I actually got two questions. The first one questions I have already put there in comment box. It was uh, okay. So the first question was from religious perspective. It is considered this the death is not considered as a problem. It is taken and understood as a solution of old age. And the topic today was to find out the solution of aging, death, and sickness, diseases. So I'm listening my voice only. Uh, I don't know what. Should I remove myself and join again?
No, we listen you. We
Okay,
can
No,
okay.
hear.
we are
So,
listening you. Okay,
mhm.
okay. Hmm.
So the first question is, do we? It means that the first question. मुझे ना मेरी ही आवाज सुनाई आ रही है तो मैं डिस्टर्ब हो रहा
अच्छा,
हूँ
अच्छा,
इससे
इको.
क्या
ओके, ओके, दोबारा दोबारा कट करके कनेक्ट करके देख लो.
होता है।
हाँ, ओके.
Mm.
So
All right.
actually he,
Mhm.
yeah, actually he asking this question also, like a religious perspective, when like he will take a rebirth. So they say one way it
Ah,
is a
got it,
renewal.
got.
It
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it is a renewal, like a because you becoming old and now dying, and then this matter will take again a
Mm-hmm.
new form. So okay, it will be a renewal, like okay, new, this become, this will become again a new product or a new things. And other side, they don't want to die. It's
Ah,
like this, like a
yes,
contradiction.
yes, yes. The
Ah,
contradiction is this.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
uh-huh.
actually, actually.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, I i
right.
I understood
You got it.
your
Yes.
point. Yes,
So,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
so the question is, so the question is,
ji,
do we really accept this, the death is an the death as an problem, or do we understand, or do we take this the death as a solution? If we accept it as a solution, then we would not, we would not be finding solution of this as the death. So so how to tackle this contradiction? It was the first
no,
question. and
yeah,
and
yeah,
and
this,
there is also another question is, as I was reading, I was listening a speaker, and
hmm,
he was saying that the 20% of our diseases are somatic. Most of the diseases are psychosomatic. So I think
hmm.
the speaker today is a scholar of psychology. So I thought she would give some light on this, this topic, that how many diseases are somatic, or how many are psychosomatic. And also a sub question, which was related to, which I wanted to ask Rohiji, is that if someone is working on his own consciousness, then if he can heal himself through his psychosomatic diseases, then is it possible, or where to make someone, where one should make effort on somatic diseases or psychosomatic diseases? You can take this as a third question. So should I stay here or should I remove? Because I was already listening. No problem.
Sometimes it was broken, sometimes broken.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
like
write
Yeah, yeah.
also. Mhm.
Yes, yes, you can write also, and Ambrish ji, you can explain his second question. First question I understood. Uh,
second
second
question.
question, he was telling like a 20% are like a somatic, and
Comments,
80% disease are
psychosomatic.
like a psychomatic type disease.
Yes.
And after that, what was he
So,
saying?
what was your question? Two, number two. Like, do you want us to tell something about somatic and psychosomatic
Yes,
disorders?
yes. Ha. Yes.
In
And I was asking to Rohit that if someone is working, or someone is able to heal himself on psychosomatic, for psychosomatic diseases, then is it possible, or how? Just this.
Yeah, like, yes, like in new system, psychosomatic problems totally will resolve, because they will appear only, the base of them is only the insecurity, the different type of insecurity in our life that creates the psychosomatic disorders in us. So that is the only main reason for that.
No,
And the
psychosomatic
somatic,
basically we called psychosomatic we call that some people feeling some physical problem, but really no any physical problem. Actually, it's some
uh,
psychological problem. This we call psychosomatic. It's some stress or
yes, yes, yes.
some depression. It's appear on body.
Yes, yes,
Really,
yes, yes.
body normal
Yes, yes,
condition,
yes.
but people feeling that it's some
Yes,
somatic
yes,
problem
yes,
means
yes.
physical. We call it like this.
Yeah, yeah. So this also, and the base of this also, like because people not living like a good life, only then these things appear. Like not he not living healthy life, he not living good life. So then such things appear, and in good system, if such life will be there where no any no any type of psychological problem, no any type of uh, insecurity, like future insecurity or present insecurity or any type of, and most of the like his desires will complete simply. So such disorder will not appear. Remember this, and
Basically,
like a
yes.
physical,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
and the physical problems also which happening, this happening mostly by accident or mostly by bad living, mostly like a by bad living system, and like environmental bad, uh, like a not so much airy, not so much sunny, like this way.
Bad food. It's
Bad food,
maximum because of bad food. Very so
yeah,
many physical problem.
yes. इसको ना ऐसे बंद कर लिया करो. So yes, and
No, by this
so
very hard to listen.
हाँ, यस यस, इसको मत तोड़ देना. ना नहीं, ये तो ऐसे ही और इसको ना थोड़ा बंद करते जाना. Yeah, so I think his question, this answer, and first question were
Mhm.
this one, like this uh, related to death. Actually, this we can understand by this way, like we make a sofa, okay, like, or we buy a car, a new car. So we don't want that in 1 year or 2 year car go finish. If our car will become bad, we don't want this now. But the age of car is like 15 year or 20 year. After 15 year or 20 year, we easily accept this. Like if now car become renewed, like okay, we break that and make some other products or some new car by that same material. So that time we will not feel any problem. So every form has some age. So like human being also have some age, like okay, suppose 100 years in, according to today's time. So 100 year is. So if someone taking birth and living 100 year is and then dying, so we not feel any problem by death also. Yeah. He will also not feel a- any problem by death, or the others also will not feel because of his death some such type of problems, because they all lived with him enough, they lived with him, and for them another options also are there. They will not totally depend on that person, that one person. So like this way, this contradiction will not appear there. This contradiction appear only when when we not living complete age and we die in between or very early, then this is a contradiction. And yeah, it will be contradiction because every form has some meaning na? And this meaning can complete only if that form live a complete life, up to complete life, then it will make some sense. Otherwise, yeah, it's a contradiction, like someone take birth and after 2 year 3 year or 10 year he die. So yeah, there is a contradiction, and no one wants such contradiction. Not for self, not for others also. So there is this will be a contradiction for life. That's why we don't want contradictions. Contradictions are self a suffering, itself is suffering. Yes.
Some third question was
Third
It's
question is connection of.
some
We
related
can
to some
write.
healing
We
he
can
was
write.
asking. Yeah, I have asked him to write it. He was maybe
Uh, he
asking that
he he
healing. Mm.
auto healing, like in our body, means every body has dysfunction already, but dysfunction will work so much if good system will be there, good food, good lifestyle, and this will be there. Then if some little up down by health, then body itself will heal. So,
mm,
but in today's system, things are many bad. Like we totally take we like in cities, in big cities, we are taking bad air in our body continuously. We are eating polluted food. We not living in good environment. Psychological problems also there. We not able to live our liking life. So many things are there, and the body couldn't heal these all, these all problems. So yeah, in the good system, what very light disease if sometime will happen, body will cure automatically itself. This also,
mm.
or
So
some other
in
question
that
was.
maybe was, but not clear.
Hmm.
I think our
Yes.
time going
So
to finish, and this like in this positive note, we can little by little going to our conclusions and finish.
conclusion. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Amrish.
Bridget, can you make all mostly knowing English person? So
Um, yeah, so we understood that why we are basically the essence is that we want to live a comfortable life, and if that is arranged, then our problem is solved. And and the possibilities for those comfortable life, if it is visible, then our fears will subside, our worries will subside about death, about disease, about aging, about relationships, about all of these. So while living, what we can do to solve these problems, and obviously we, as we discussed, that these are caused due to the management system that we have, uh, that is through the outside system, the cultural system, the political system, the economic system, the family system, the education system, the system in its entirety, the cultural system, basically, if in one word we have to summarize, the human created system. If that we can resolve, then all these conflicts and discomforts, uh, they will not emerge in our life, such distresses, and then we can live harmoniously and happily. And since they are emerging because of the conditions outside, and one can also investigate this, why any feeling is emerging within oneself, by watching this process inside, like what conditions happen outside, how it affects our inside, how we again respond because of that. So since our the our own center is very inside, and it's kind of in the darkness, that is why people are not so easily aware how all these things are working. So only a person who has interest in studying this can look into that unconscious, because unconscious is a very in our inner core, and it's mm, because there is less active, it's called unconscious because it is more inert compared to the waking condition. So that is why it is very fine, and it's very inside. So that is why it needs very good observation power to look there. So those who can look can understand how all these processes are working. and we will be able to understand what human constitution is and why they are doing anything and what can solve all these problems. So Premjit ji has actually established a new kind of subject itself, the way of looking inside and figuring out how this is working, because in academics we don't look this procedure so much.
And it's give us so very big
and
hope
and 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 yeah,
for
yeah,
future.
and it establishes, uh, first of all, what is the sense in what we are all doing, what is that, what is common sense, what is the sense of our lives, and accordingly we can make all our decisions, conclusions, all our efforts. So knowing that sense is the most critical thing which has been figured out. That is the complete solution, the riddle of life that he has solved.
Yeah, whatever now exists, religion solution or a psychological solution, it's just particularly, it can't be complete solution. It, of course, it's helping people in now in bad condition, but it not ultimately become complete solution. For complete solution, this opening will work, and if we go to this direction, it's really giving us to big hope. Then so many whatever we don't know about us, but really inside us many potentials, whatever can be realized in a good condition of good management of system.
Yeah.
So very glad that we can discuss about this not easy, very sensitive topics. Maybe we could give some new angles for these problems, and we inviting you for
Yeah,
our future programs also. So for if you want to know more, you can read our books or listening our different video, because little by little we starting to develop our English channel also, and we want to continue to do it. So, and you can send us some interesting topic about what we can discuss also, and write us question. Or if you not agree with us or our point of view, you can also coming to our open platform and explain us. Maybe in some area you understand more, we can listen you, asking you, so you can also give you chance for to communicate with us, with other people. For it's very valuable discussion, because it's connecting with our all our humanity good future. So thank you so much, Premjeet ji,
yeah.
Ambarish ji.
So,
So,
mm, mm,
we can
All
finish
right
for
then.
today.
yeah,
Okay.
And
if
Yeah.
like,
mhm.
then yeah, then do like, subscribe, and share to all of us. Okay. Thank you very
All
much.
right.
Bye.
Thank you very much,
Bye.
and bye.
Bye. Bye.